welcome. It's Peg, and today we are doing a hop. This is a blog hop, and I will have more information on my blog, places that you can go and find the other people that are participating, but this is from StencilGirl Products. Shel Cee and I are teaming up, and we are going to share digital prints. So I am just making some backgrounds that I'm going to share. I'm going to make one dark and one light, and Shel will do the same, and we will swap those back and forth, and then we will create using those papers that we've exchanged digitally. Yeah, not a lot to say about gluing papers down. I do trim out the papers. I have them overlap the edge because I want to make sure that I get all the way to the edges. And I just use a craft knife and a self-healing cutting mat and cut that paper down once I have everything in place. Now you're going to see here it's a little bit wet, so I'm going to come back and trim it out again later. I just want to get the general idea for right now of what the size of the canvas is, because now I'm going to layer on top of those pieces with some of the lighter papers. And I'm just going to take scissors and I'm going to cut random shapes because mine is going to be abstract. And I'm really interested in seeing what the rest of the hoppers have put together. Be sure and check out the other people in the hop. There may be some real important information in the box below, so check that out too. Not sure what this is going to entail, but you never know with StencilGirl. Sometimes they have surprises for us. So that's about it. I'm going to put a coat of resin over this, and I use a heat tool. I use one of those creme brulee heat tools as my heat source. When I heat up the resin, it pops the bubbles in the resin, and what I do is I'll go over it once I have my coat on there and pop the initial bubbles, and then I'll come back maybe a half hour later and pop any of the residual bubbles that come up, and then I set it aside on a mat and cover the whole thing with a dishpan, just so that it's not getting dust and things in the resin, because you want your resin to stay nice. And yeah, still gluing. Gluing process. Takes a little while. But I do like the overall effect of these random lighter pieces on here. It gives a lot of depth to the overall piece because you can look through and see what's behind. So there's my resin box, and I'm just going to mix the 2-part epoxy resin. I'm showing I have a tray and a silicone mat and my painter's cones to set it up on in case it drips over the edge. I've got it all taped off so that when it does drip over the edge, I don't have a problem. Okay, so it's been about 8 hours since I put the coat of epoxy on there, and I'm going to let it sit for another 24 before I do anything with it because I want that epoxy to harden up. I have a nice floater frame. You can get these. This is an 8x8 that goes with my 8x8 panel, so this will slip right into this panel and make a nice presentation. And that's it from me. So I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure and check out Shel's video. She will have something using the same papers that we have here. And check out StencilGirl products for all of the stencils that were used in the making of these papers. So thanks, guys. Remember to give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and if you're going shopping on Amazon, please use my link. It adds a few cents to this channel so I can provide more information for you. Bye.